I'm so sorry about that, everybody. Technical difficulties happen. Sorry. Uh, so we're gonna do this again because that didn't work out. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I swear I didn't do anything on my end. All right, so let me do all that again. I don't know how much you missed, but oh, I should probably reopen this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so if you haven't heard yet, Snarled and Slatrix are partnered with Discord, which is a chat room like thing, and it allows us to play games and talk to you directly. So it's completely free to join. The link should hopefully be in the description, maybe not. At the end of the stream it will be, but it is discord.gg/snarled. So yeah, all the stories today that I'll be reading are from the Discord chat. So if you want your stories to be read, you should have DM'd me. It's a little too late for that now, sorry. But if I do this again, if I do another Discord dish, then you just might be in luck. So my point is, join our Discord, send me stories there, and then they might make it onto the stream. So let's try this again. Sorry, guys. Annie, is this okay? I'm so sorry. Okay, so we're going to do this again. It's fine. You know what? Things happen. I'm human. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's very hot in my apartment right now, and it's like a lot. So I'm going to read you guys the riddle again. Oh, wait, before I do that, I forgot. I have to say it again on this one. We are partnered with Discord, and so we are going to have a game night on April 20th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are going to be playing games with some audience members. Could be you if you join, if you're on the Discord. And then we'll be reading comments and talking to you only through the Discord. So if you want to hang out with us on the game night, April 20th, 7 p.m. Pacific, join the Discord so you can be a part of the fun. Sound good? Cool. All right, let's do this riddle again. I'm so sorry. So this one's called Luminous. I live alone, and there's not much to do in the evenings. To avoid being bored, I took up a new hobby, putting together jigsaw puzzles. I'm working on a glow-in-the-dark jigsaw puzzle right now. There's something eerie about that pale, ephemeral glow. It gave me the creeps. When I finish this one, I think I'll go back to doing normal jigsaw puzzles. So yeah, so think of that one. Let that sink in for a tiny bit. And also look at my dog. Look how cute she is. Look how wee. She didn't like it when I pulled her tail earlier. Right, and at the end of the stream, I will tell you guys the answer to that riddle, okay? So you guys stick around. Hopefully you're not in school. Sometimes I see comments on videos that are like, I'm watching this during class. No, pay attention. Pay a lot of money for your education. Education's important. That was my PSA. All right, so this first story comes from Artsy Neko, submitted through Discord. We went to Malaysia for the funeral of my granddad. It's Taoist belief that when a person dies, the family members are supposed to set a meal for the deceased member so that the judges of the afterlife can see if we paid our respects, and then the ghost can eat it. We all stayed in one room and couldn't go downstairs because seeing the judges is supposed to be intruding, I think. The next morning, we all went downstairs to find that the chopsticks that we laid out for Granddad had moved. My mom thought it was either a rat or a lizard, but I'd never seen a rat in England, let alone Malaysia. I don't think lizards are nocturnal. So who knows, maybe my granddad did come with the judges. Ooh, I really like that one because I just really like cool old traditions like that. I mean, like, a lot of it's probably bullcrap, but I don't know. There's something about just like really, really like old practices and stuff that I think are really cool. I like this idea. The idea that like you set out food for the ghost. Ghosts don't need food. A lot of people are asking for the the Discord invite, all you got to do is go to www.discord.gg/snarled. And then you sign up there. I think all you have to do is type in your email address, and then it sends you directly there. So make sure you do that. Cool. All right, this next one comes from Alice, username Alice Wolf. When I was a child around the age of 7 to 8 years old, I had a very weird dream. It was purely white, and I was dreaming. I was laying in bed. It was bright and sunny. Next thing I remember of the dream was a young man around the age of 25 to 30 standing beside my bed, smiling at me, just smiling, and didn't utter a single word. When I woke, I brushed it off, and a few years, sorry, it's some grammar I didn't fix. I remembered the dream, and I told my mom about it. I described the man around the age of 25 to 26, blonde hair, blue eyes, and had a kind smile. My mom's face paled in shock once I told her. She then showed me one photo in particular of a young man. She explained that it was her brother who passed away 3 years before I was born. And then I said to her, "Mom, I saw that man in my dream." I had never met nor saw a picture of my uncle before then in my life, and to this day my mom claims my uncle visited me in my dream. I have heard so many stories like that where you are dreaming and then you see somebody that you've never seen before, and then you later find out that it's a family member that you had never met. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think it's so cool. Because there's a theory that when you are in your sleeping state is when you are the most what do you call it? You're the most open to seeing all the things. You know what I mean? And I think that's cool. All right, moving on up. Hang on a second, you just sip. All right, this next one comes from username Science Nerd. I have a kind of creepy story, I guess. Just wanted to submit it either way. I also have another one, but it's completely different to this one, so I'll write it later. Okay. One night when I was 7, my mom had to drop off my friend Justin at his house. She told me to stay in my room and just read until she came back. So I did just that and got changed, clambered into bed, and read my book. After about a couple of minutes, our home phone started ringing. Now, normally I wouldn't think much about this since we got marketing calls often, and soon the phone stopped ringing. I ignored this interruption and went back to reading, but a few minutes later it rung again, this time annoying me as it was late at night. I didn't think much about my mom not coming back yet since my mind was currently on this annoyance. As I was just about to exit my room, the ringing stopped, so I shrugged and went back to bed. As soon as I reached my bed, the phone rung again, this time startling me since it rung randomly. Now, normally outside my window there is grass, so you can hear if someone is outside. But suddenly, in my confusion of the phone ringing, a knocking could be heard from my window, and I jumped. Startled at this, I rushed into my bed and switched the lights off. After this, I lay under my cover thinking it was safe, until I heard pounding at my window, erratic and with force, before suddenly stopping, and I heard heavy footsteps walking away as I lay in the dark, shivering from fear due to the previous events. Soon afterwards, my mom came home and told me my friend's mom was late from work, which was why she was late home. The next day, when I checked the home phone, there were no missed calls at all, but when I went outside to head to the bus stop outside my window were some large footprints in the grass, leading to the pathway with no sign of the person ever going up to my window, only walking away. So basically, there were footsteps only leaving the window. That means something left their room and went outside. Isn't that spooky, dukes? Oh, where did the chat go? Oh, there it is. Sorry, it disappeared for a second. That was really weird. Thank you, username Science Nerd, for that spooky dooky story. All right, next one. This next one. Oh, did you see her little butt? Deet, deet. Hello. She's giving me evil eyes right now. Oh, my sweet, sweet girl. Cool. All All right, this next one comes from username Person Y. Ever since I was young, I had heard stories from my grandmother and mother about strange occurrences that had happened to them or those they knew. I always believed them. I believed their stories about the demon dog that spat fire and how the devil was tricky and would use disguises to lure people into disobeying their parents. However, as I got older, they became more like fairy tales. I believed that these were stories that they had made up to put the fear of God in me. When I was 15, however, I came to realize that those stories might have been true. My family had some troubles, like most, and because of it, we ended up going to church quite often. We joined a church group and actively participated in the activities. It was your normal church stuff, prayer, hymns, teachings. Most of the time, us kids were allowed to attend, but one day we weren't. My dad asked Rosa, a friend of ours, 15 years old, my sister, 13, and me to stay outside of church that day. He told us to stay in the car with the windows and doors locked, and that we must not, under any circumstances, step out of the car until he came back. He was uncommonly serious and stern about that, and that made my stomach tighten a bit. All three of us were confused and quite worried. Seeing our faces, my dad tried to relax. There is going to be an exorcism in the church. Don't worry, this is just a precaution. The car was blessed, so it's fine. Just stay inside. We got in the car and locked the doors. We were tense at first as we saw my dad walk into church, but we soon forgot about the tension as we submerged themselves in gossip and chatter about boys. We sat in the car in the middle of the night, and after some time we heard a phone ring. We all took out our phones to check whose phone was ringing, but it wasn't ours. That was odd since the ringing sounded so close. We looked around for the origin of the sound, thinking that it might have been our parents' phone, but we found nothing. The ringing was incessant. I asked the girls to be quiet as I tracked the sound. The phone sounded as if it was just outside the car door. My sister instantly said that we should open the door and pick it up, but Rose and I both shook our heads as worry crept into our hearts. Why? My sister said innocently at us. We were going to tell her, but it was as if the mystery phone had heard her question. It answered her by getting even louder. Not once had the ringing stopped. Don't most phones usually stop ringing after 3 or 4 rings? Don't most phones send the caller to voicemail? This phone had been ringing for about 5 minutes, maybe more. Then it stopped. The silence now made us even more nervous. The only thing we could hear was each other's fearful whimpers and whispers. We tried to rationalize it to each other and to ourselves, but not long after the ringing stopped, we heard something else. We heard the sound of an infant crying. The hair on the back of my neck stood. Once again, it sounded as if the baby was just outside the car. Not just on one side, it sounded as if it was all around us. No one was around us. We were alone in the parking lot. We just huddled together and started praying. We prayed like we had never done before. As we did, the baby's cries sounded more and more distorted and disturbed. My dad came back about an hour later and found us all in the back seat of the car, huddled together, praying. There were no more cries or mystery phone rings, no proof that anything had happened. The only thing that was left was the memory and the belief that the stories I heard as a child may not have been just stories. Oh my God, hi Courtney! Yeah. What did you guys think of that? I think that's pretty spooky. I think that's like kind of weird. Like if let's say that like there really was like a demonic spirit outside of the car, like why would it use a phone ringing sound and why would it use like a baby cry? Well, baby cry, that actually makes sense because it's like oh, you wanna go save the baby, right? I don't know. Oh, look at my tiny goof. Look at the tiny. Hello. Isn't she small? She's so small. Oh, she awakened. Oh. Did you guys hear that? She got mad at me. Are you cranky? Oh, she's so cranky. Oh, my dog. This is Lola. And she's very cranky right now because I woke her up from her nap. Oh, baby. I'll leave her in the frame. Okay, I think this is there's 2 more. We got 2 more spooky dukes, and then I'm going to tell you the answer to that riddle. Okay, ready? This one comes from Anonymous. It's a very short one. Okay, so I'm a gypsy from Poland. Great start already. And we got a story that is only 30 years old. So my grandpa woke up in the night, and in his corner in the room, there was the shadow man. When he said, "Oh God," it said, "Why God?" So he went to sleep because he was so scared, and his wife in the morning was dead with something black in her stomach. He said it was so disgusting. He just looked at it once. He vomited right away. So we call him Shadow Man. Well, it may not be a scary story, but it's something, I guess. Thank you, Anonymous, for the really short spook. Oh, hey, buddy. Sorry, my other boy is shifting. You okay, buddy? Ugh, all my dogs hate me right now. They're also cranky because they're napping. All right, this is our last our last Discord submitted story. If you haven't joined Discord yet, please do it. Okay. This one comes from Neon B8. I'm not sure I'm saying that username right, but Joshua asked, wait, what? Why do you have animate your videos with the scary stories? Because that's what the show is. I thought, are you asking like why do I animate the videos? It's because that's the show. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Oh, Courtney, thank you. Yeah, I was practicing doing my hair like how I'm gonna do it for my wedding on Sunday. I didn't use hairspray though, so it's like falling apart. But yeah, that's why that's that. But I like it. Yes, I am getting married. Okay. All right, last story. This one comes from Neon B8. My mother's a spiritual nut. When I was 9, she had brought... Oh, is this a long one? No, it's not. Okay. I was like, we don't got time. When I was 9, she had brought home a Ouija board. She told my older sister Jasmine and my older brother Larry and I that we were going to try to talk to spirits. My dad was working that night and we had nothing else better to do, so we light vanilla scented candles and sage. My mom had to say a prayer before telling my sister to get a pad of paper and a pencil to write down whatever the spirit translated through the board. Larry, me, and my mom placed our hands on the pendulum. Mom told me to ask the questions, are you a girl spirit or a boy spirit? Right after I asked, the pendulum moved to GIRL. Then I asked, how old are you? What's your name? 10 and Sally. I then got excited and created a conversation with the girl. But then during the conversation, my sister felt a violent poke at her side. Thinking it was Sally, my sister told me to tell her to stop. So I did, asking nicely, of course. However, a few minutes later, my sister let out a yell. We looked over to see her holding the back of her head. What happened? I asked, worried for my sister. She pulled my hair. That's it, I'm done. Mom? She looked at Mom, as did I, and she nodded, okay. So we all said goodbye to Sally and said a prayer for her and blew out the candles. About a week later, I was laying on my stomach on my bed, relaxing. Until I, sorry, I'm like trying to read the chat too. Until I heard a deep echo of a man's voice. Megan. I looked around thinking it was my dad calling me, but nobody else was in the house but me. I decided I was just tired and went to sleep. I woke up with a start. I heard my name being called again by the same voice. I tried to move, but the more I moved, the more I felt the sensation of being pulled into my bed, like I was sinking in quicksand. Then the voice spoke. Come with us, Megan. Come with us. It repeated this over and over. I was terrified, but I took a deep breath and used my voice in my head to tell it to go away. You don't belong here in this room. Everything finally stopped after the 5th time, and my mom walked into my room. She saw my panicked look and the sweat on my face. I told her what happened, and she took me to Grandma's house to spend the night for a few days there so she can bless my room. After that, my mom told me that Sally wasn't a poor little girl who died of thirst like I thought she was, but was actually a demon that wanted to drag me to hell with it so it can eat. Can I say that was such weird timing? Just like the second that I finished that story. My alarm went off. It scared me. That legit scared me. It was almost like I did that on purpose to myself, but I swear I didn't. I totally forgot. Oh God, was that alarm like super loud in the chat, in the stream? Oh, that's so funny. Oh man, I should do that though in the future. Oh, I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna do it anyways. That really scared me. All right, so that was our last story. Thanks again to everybody who submitted one on Discord, but we're not done yet. Before I go, there's a couple of things I want to tell you about. First thing is, wait. Yes, okay, so I'm sorry, I had to remember. Don't forget to join our Discord, because that way you can hang out with us on our game night, which is on April 20th, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to play games with some audience members. That could be you. And we'll talk to all of you directly through Discord only. We won't be responding to the YouTube chat, just Discord. So if you want to talk to us, hang out with us, play games with us, you got to sign up for Discord. It's free. What are you waiting for? There's literally no reason for you not to. Get on it. We're all there. Me, Courtney, Rachel, Megan, Dana, we're all there. What else did I want to say? Oh, and yes, thank you, Courtney. Courtney just posted the link. Go to, I don't know if I'm pointing the right way. But yeah. Oh, sorry, just the wind got really loud outside. Other thing, don't forget to subscribe to Snarled and Slaytrix, our gaming channel. Slaytrix streams games every day, I think, at like 4 p.m. every day, or it might be different every day. But yeah, they play some spooky games, they play some fun games, Sims, I think, and yeah, a bunch of other fun stuff. So make sure you go subscribe and join their live streams. And then what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, feel free to follow me on stuff. My Instagram and Twitter are at Awkward Sapphire. And then also I'm starting to do a lot more Twitch streams. I'm going to start streaming while I work on Something Scary illustrations. So if you want to like get a little sneak peek of future episodes, come hang out. I think I'm going to start doing that tomorrow, but I'll let you know. So you have to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sapphire Sandalo. And then you get alerted when I go live, because I don't know when I'm going to go live. But yeah, so come work on Something Scary with me. What else? Oh, and then I'm also sorry, I'm like plugging so much shit. I'm streaming live tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, doing music with my friend Jess Kovic. We're gonna like sing songs and take song requests. Sometimes we write people's songs. If you come join, we'll write a song about you. It's fun. It's a great time. So yeah, that's tonight. Oh my god, yeah, the riddle. I'm saving the riddle for last so you don't leave, so that you pay attention to my calls to action. Oh my god, thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Courtney, for all the links. Alright, so here's the answer to the riddle. Or actually, let me read it again in case you forgot. And then hopefully, okay, here we go. I live alone and there's not much to do in the evenings. To avoid being bored, I took up a new hobby, putting together jigsaw puzzles. I'm working on a glow-in-the-dark jigsaw puzzle right now. The other night when I came home, the puzzle was glowing faintly in the dark. There's something eerie about that pale, ephemeral glow. I still don't say that. It gave me the creeps. When I finish this one, I think I'll go back to doing normal jigsaw puzzles. Okay, did you guys think about that? All right, let me see if anybody has the answer. Okay, so far, no one. The light was on. Haha, yes! Kennedy Jones, you are correct. So if it was a glow-in-the-dark puzzle, it means that while they were gone out of the house, the light was on long enough for the puzzle to become glowing in the dark. Ooh, spooky. Okay. All right, guys. So that's the end of my stream. I'll see. I do this every Wednesday, same time, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, that's it. All right. Say bye to Lola. Say bye to my pups. Say bye, Lola. Oh. She could do literally anything, and I would find it the cutest. Oh, you want a little snoot? You want a little snoot scratch? You want a little snoot scratch? Whoa! She's getting feisty. Oh, you want a tongue rub? You want a tongue rub? Oh. Okay. Bye. Say bye, Lola. Say bye-bye. Okay, she doesn't care.